Right. Go ahead and push enter.
Hello.
It is time for Xargon.
Yay.
Detecting your hardware. Deducing.
It'd be really embarrassing if it stops here and crashes.
Nah, I couldn't. Try pushing enter.
I did. Nothing's happening.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm going to post the link onto Discord, and if we have to restart the program, we have to restart the program. I got it to the title screen earlier, so I know it worked. What did you do, Schnyder? You've broken it.
Everything. I did everything.
Push space at here. All right. So, back when I was working the Exodus video, I saw Xargon! And Schnyder didn't even remember this game. Okay, I'm going to reboot it. Schnyder didn't even remember this game. So I had pulled up a YouTube video and he heard some of the sounds and was hit with the nostalgia hammer. Okay, say 1.
1-800-969-969-533.
Enter. Ha ha ha! It has worked. Okay, let me get chat visible.
Well, where'd the music go?
I don't know. It should be.
Either the menu's completely silent or something else is wrong.
I did. Schnyder, did you break the?
Okay, there it is.
There we go. Hey, Goose, how's the auto balance today?
Yeah? Good
All right,
question.
Schnyder.
I
Girl.
have not the foggiest. Alright. Oh, look, the story comes separate.
Yes.
And the demo preview and a high score. Oh, definitely, we're competing for the high score.
Ha.
Credits. Ordering info. Like, ordering more? Back in the day when menus could just be anything.
Great. This is a game. I had this growing up.
Yeah.
Schnyder had this growing up. This is an old DOS game, and believe it or not, the author came back and remade it. Maybe even made sequels, I'm not sure, on Steam.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
like nobody's ever played them.
yeah, it looks like he's about 13 pixels tall. He looks like, what was it? Castle Quest?
Castle Crashers?
No,
King's Quest?
King's Quest, yeah, Sierra. Like, he looks like he belongs in one of those with his, like, low pixel density.
Eh.
Oh, look, a book.
Arrow
Use the arrow keys to scroll. You don't say, like, what I've already been using to get up here? That would happen to me. I'm in a place like none I've ever seen before. I remember taking notes at the stone wall. Then I began to feel like I was being isekai'd.
Oh, you didn't scroll! You failed! It said use the arrow keys to scroll, and you didn't.
Ah.
Now you'll never know what insights
Malvinius.
Malvinius has had.
Oh boy. Okay, so
I think he's like a prince. Yes, he has crossed lasers.
yeah, I like it. No gun. He just no. Ow. What?
Welcome to Xargon, man.
All right. So control is jump and space
I wonder
is
if
laser.
anybody other than us ever heard of this thing.
Oh, I
Some
like the
commander-
dithering right there. Do you see that?
Some Commander Keen palette items.
Do you see the sky that's all dithering?
Yep, the sky is dithered.
Yep. And then you get the water effects, which would have been good for its time.
No, this would have been hot stuff back in, 92?
Like, what is that?
Something that JonTron should have reviewed.
Like is it like a sentient booger?
It's a hand with a spike.
Collect fruit to earn extra health. You will receive 1 health bar for every 16 fruits you find. Oh,
And they play a little guitar riff while you're eating them.
to be fair, I'm surprised that the Angry Nerd never reviewed this.
You should have 2 shots, right?
You could just spam, I think.
No, you got 2 now. Try it. Try shoot 2. Yes, you picked up 1. Don't die. You don't want to lose it.
Enter the cave.
Emeralds are very valuable. They can be used to buy needed items. You can access the menu choices by pushing B. healing, extra laser, rapid fire, fireballs.
Yeah, invincibility would be pretty good.
Hey, wings!
An extra laser wouldn't be bad. Okay, there's
Watch out for the sharp objects. It says it's too late to turn back in the floor. Remember, those health points are worth like 10 gems, so don't take too many hits picking up the gems.
Try not to, but I make no promises. I gotta fight booger monsters. It's just kind of crap diamonds everywhere or something, or maybe shed skin.
Look, the author was doing his best. It was a different era. Game Maker did not exist yet.
During the course of the game, you'll come across... It's just breaking the fourth wall.
Gift-wrapped boxes! You can examine the contents by shooting them! Some of the boxes contain nitroglycerin and will burst into flames. You've been warned!
Hooker.
Your internet's dying again? Yeah, I had an internet outage in the middle of my stream yesterday.
One just appeared out of nowhere. Not allowed to do that.
Yeah, they probably should be colored a little bit more dissimilar from their surroundings.
Yeah. Definitely the remake should tone down like the sound effects of grabbing every item a little over the top.
Computer up there.
But not be difficult to hit these. Nothing!
Get nothing!
Yeah, can't. I'd have to hop from this to there to get that computer.
Just tuck a PC under his arm.
I get Prince of Persia vibes.
Maybe, or maybe Blackthorn.
Gotta be very precise. Gotta be very edge. Right there.
Yeah, we had this.
Right there.
Jazz Jackrabbit. Yeah, there was Jazz Jackrabbit.
2,000 points. Okay. Alright. Additional hit points. Feeling good.
This game could have used widescreen, but it didn't exist back then!
Yeah, no, this was just high adventure at the time. Like we were, back when we were kids and we just didn't ask questions.
Oh, which holiday is it? The wiring? Oh shit. That's rough.
So I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stage here.
Okay.
I think I go more like on everything. Get up there!
Yeah, you finished the tutorial. Now it's time for the adventure to really begin.
It's time to duel. Alright, let me know when you
Big
want
Trouble in Little China, kinda.
the game.
The game can be saved. Press S. So S for save, B for buy. There you go.
Only the best names here. I can't understand this place. I find it hard to believe it's even real. It must be a dream! Maybe I am dreaming. Or in a coma. What if I'm dead?
Scroll down.
The vegetation and animals are bizarre. They're like something out of the fantasy. I have decided to record what is happening to me here in my notebook. If nothing else, it'll make for an interesting research when I wake up.
Yeah, I usually materialize journals for my dreams too.
Yeah. So
Yep,
the gate.
Wizardry 7 is finished. Wow, look at all that stuff.
Yeah, that's when I hit enter. Inventory status, I got 1 laser bullet, 0 fireballs.
No rocks to throw. Wow!
Oh, now lame.
All you have are lasers. You couldn't afford a rock.
All you have is strength? You enter the strange new dimension. Oh, didn't that usually mean you die or something? Okay, I got block from Mario.
Nah, that's more of a Contra thing. Alright,
I'm
some butt.
shooting hot dogs. When did that happen?
Just now. Weren't you paying attention?
Whoa. Whoa. What? Go.
I remember that spot.
Trippy. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, the caterpillar things. Oh, yeah, you can grab the legs of them. Their points. Weird. Everything in this game is weird. They just grab millipede parts. Why? Because.
You jump! Yeah!
And now the second invisible button right there.
Yep. Who knows? Maybe you could have gone further.
Yeah, well, definitely. But I'm not here to do infinite.
Excuse me. That's not buckle hot dogs. That's loin lasers, I'll have you know.
Yeah, loin laser.
Get it right.
Get over here, B. Okay, can't see me. Must go down a layer. Yeah, the green hill zone is looking stranger than I remember.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I didn't even see them.
Ah!
They just blended right in with the background.
How many one-ups do you got?
I don't know.
One less than you did a minute ago, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it just restarted me. Shoot. Yeah. Unfortunately,
Keep an eye out for those.
unfortunately, green on green is not my friend.
Yeah, they should have given them a color that stood out more.
Or an outline.
Yeah. It's important in game design.
Because, I mean, otherwise the colors are vibrant.
They are.
If they happen to be up there anyways.
Huh, the fruit just sits there waiting for you to get hurt before giving you the hit point. Ah, you were looking for the blue key. Good to know.
Get back here, B.
That's the young dude, Prince maybe,
Let me in.
and his adventures in bug fighting. Got him.
Gotcha. Thought you could hide from me.
Spent a season or two as a town male stripper before going on this adventure. Right,
Oh,
watch
shoot.
out!
There it is. Yeah, it just blends in too well.
Yeah, look for motion.
Yeah, well, I'm busy looking around the screen at other things too.
Yeah.
It's not helping, so I just don't catch it in the corner of my eye.
Or perhaps he was a fruit-obsessed guitar player?
About
Guitarist?
Really, anything makes sense here. This could be a Bill and Ted adventure.
Whoa.
I mean, to be fair, I could see them being here. Like, whoa, man. That's not the most rad thing. Beginning.
You know, you never get things like that where teenagers have incredible adventures anymore. We used to have Power Rangers and all kinds of things to look forward as teenagers. Now everyone just hopes they get hit by a truck.
Yeah.
How times have changed.
Yeah, I mean, just the peaceful trucks, you know?
Yes. Truck coon.
Yeah, sometimes, like, you always be something
That's
OP.
back up to...
Whether it is a slime, a spider, or now apparently even a tree.
You were telling me about the tree isekai.
like, oh
He's
boy, my
just a
favorite.
tree. He can't move or do anything.
Okay, there's a key.
Alright, you solved the level. It was one insidious maze, but
Yeah. Well, they're all sort of puzzle stages.
but the nefarious mage was no match.
Because it's also a collectathon. Okay, they're trying to get as many emeralds and everything else as possible. Which is why they have these other puzzle elements in there.
No, keep going.
Yeah, but that's the main path. I want to just go up this way. There's a spring over here anyway.
Okay. That's the spot.
Yep. And that's the point.
Success!
So, I'm just saving the money right now. I've been here nearly 3 days. Okay. Surely, if this were a dream, I would have woken by now.
Really? You're adding Bill and Ted to your Master of Magic mod? That's hilarious.
Definitely. I've had several close calls. Those strange green creatures.
You didn't
Oh,
push
shit.
down!
I keep forgetting to hold down. I'm so used to hitting enter.
It tells you!
It doesn't matter what they tell me. I have instincts. In order to finish this game, you must find the 3 power objects. Who is talking? Is Xargon coming in?
The of King Arkul.
Is
He's so cool. The robot what?
development plan.
I remember those!
Yeah, unfortunately, I forgot I didn't have automatic laser anymore.
You've got like no invincibility frames in this game.
Nope, it's before that. And they shoot.
Mario had invincibility frames. They can't take that excuse. Oh crap, I remember those things too!
We've got door number 1.
One-way door. There's a one-way door and cannot be entered.
Okay, so I come out here.
Yes, this is a one-way door.
Oh boy, how to make your maze more confusing. Doors that take you to random spots in it.
Wizardry 7 would like to have a word with you. The crypt.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, a Xargon block.
You
They shoot
didn't
it.
hear my crypt rant last night.
Any game, point down, point arrow. Any game that gauges that is just it's unneeded. It's cruelty to the player. It's up there with
to hear my Wizardry 7 crypt rant.
How many people like the trash can puzzle in Pokemon?
Oh, it's the best part of Red Blue. That's why you bought the game. Lieutenant Surge's gym.
This game is known to be highly addictive. Epic Mega Games cannot be held responsible for any following. So a risk. Is this a 1980s magazine?
Anxiety attack, blurred vision, loss of sleep. If you experience any symptoms.
It is literally. This is a magazine.
Wait, yeah, this should have totally been in the Exodus.
I know. I'm like looking at it, just going, what?
I should have totally put this in the Exodus video. This game, it was perfect.
So brazen, it literally advertises its sequels right in the middle of playing the first game.
Well, it was share. That's how shareware did.
Like I remember, you gotta remember, I was like 3, 5 when these came out, 7, somewhere in there.
Played it somehow.
I was really Dude, I can't jump.
Okay, you need to push B right now.
Nah,
You have plenty of emeralds. Just buy a hit point.
I'll take the death, and I'll have to play better the second time.
All right, the Wizardry 7 rank. The crypt. Are you ready for the crypt?
Sure.
We've been through all manner of hell for
There are
like
2 ways to get off the moving platform. Jump off. Hold the down arrow key, then press Control Alt key jump key.
Okay.
Go back. I like the random words in the wall.
Yeah. Okay, so you're like 100 hours into the game. Probably less if you were, but oh shoot, you need to be.
Fine.
No, you're not. You're definitely not fine.
Don't you?
So anyway, way into this game. And you finally get your boat, and you go out to an island out in the middle of the sea, the crypt. So you're looking for a thingy.
That's the exit right there, so I don't want to be at the exit.
Yeah, you need to find the saber. Oh. So you get into the crypt, and it's the most difficult place you've encountered yet. It's filled with terrible random events that damage your characters and cause terrible status effects. And the enemies are really tough, and there are dragons now, and it's rough, man. And you finally, do you have an item that you found at the beginning of the game in your inventory? A comb and some brushes? Of course I do. Good! Because you should use them right here. Inexplicably. Okay. You run into a door you can't get through. You need to go somewhere else to get the key. So you leave the crypt, get in your ship, go off and explore some fog banks, find... Now you've got 2 levers. You find a terrible dungeon maze that's really full of dragons and all kinds of stuff. And you make your way through it, cave-ins, all kinds of stuff are going on. And finally, you get to a ladder that takes you up to the city in the sky. And the city in the sky is filled with invisible walls. It's a maze of invisible walls, some of which, if you pass through them, you can't go back.
Yay.
And in that maze, after you go through it, you get the key that you needed for the crypt.
You now have the saber of King Akul. That's how you know you're cool.
Yeah. So, what do you think you have to do now that you have the key?
You have to eat it, obviously.
You have to go back through the invisible walls maze. Then, you have to go back through the maze underground. Then, you get into your boat, you fly back through the fog, your boat back through the fog, back to the island with the crypt. Oh, see what this is real quick.
Forest of the
Okay.
hidden trees.
Uncheck.
Do you remember this? The floppy disk.
I remember that too.
It's really weird how just everything. You just remember everything. Everything stands out as being weird.
Oh,
Okay.
arrow key to read the sign.
This one.
Yeah.
There's a secret area hidden on this level.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mr. Sign.
Yeah, but
I remember that chest with the question mark. Oh, I remember that thing.
Yeah, the stupid goblet things.
They took a bunch of hits and they shoot. Oh, I guess they didn't take that
4
many
hits.
hits. Huh, well. Okay, so. Then you go back down to the terrible dungeon. And you're able to go a little bit deeper. Okay. When you've gotten deeper, there's a very complex and strange puzzle that relates to something you saw in the Sky City. As well as a super well-hidden secret that you need. And you can't go any further. Because you need something from the city in the sky.
Yep.
So, you go back up out through the crypt, all the terribleness, go back in your boat, go back through the fog, go back through the maze, up into the city of the sky, back through the invisible maze. And then you go up to the puzzle that you need to solve with what you found in the crypt.
Starting to sound like La Mulana.
The good news is I wrote everything down, all the clues. The bad news is I couldn't remember if I had moved clockwise or counterclockwise while collecting the clues from the rock. This is actually important to the puzzle. No! Why? But why?
Oh shoot. There it
Oh,
goes.
you found the nitro.
Yeah, hit 5 tiles.
You were warned.
Yeah, well, now I
Finally got ya!
did 2 damage, I think.
I don't know how much it does. It did enough. Try pushing up and backing up and shooting upward.
Okay, that does work.
Yeah!
I just didn't think to try.
It's been a long time, but my fuzzy memories are still there. Anyway. So we do that, and we find a spaceship, and we get the item we need. And then we go back through the invisible maze, back through the other maze, onto our boat, through the fog,
Shoot.
back to the island, back to the crypt. Did you discover that the pillars upstairs, outside, one of the walls to them is actually is actually an illusion, and you can go inside, and that there was a super hidden item that you needed to put in there that was a switch to get another item?
Yep.
I hope so, because you need that.
Yeah, sounds like La Mulana all over again. When I watched that video, it was just all the bullshit to La Mulana. It was just full of that.
I can't speak to La Mulana because I never played it, but
Yeah,
man,
it's just all that bullshit.
but does it have the back and forth?
Yes,
Oh, the back and forth.
it's
Because
infamous for the
believe
back
it or
and
not,
forth.
we're not done yet. Because the crypt has... Now you've got access to the 9th-floor teleporter dungeon segment. With holes where you fall down and teleporters. 9 floors of it! And when you get through that, there's a big thing that's basically just a lot of combat encounters. We don't have to talk about that. It's hard. But you finally finish all of that. Finally finish all of that. That's going to explode. You know it's going to explode.
I'm trying to decide that if it's predetermined or if it's a bit random. Because it could be an RNG generator.
Almost.
Okay, so it is predetermined.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about these 2 then.
So anyway, then you get to a spot, you're at the Destiny Dominate. The thing the whole game's been about. The whole game has been about getting here. All the treasure maps, all the dungeons, everything, and you can't. You're missing something. I had to go out of the dungeon, come back into the dungeon again through all the stuff, including that terrible teleporter maze. Call up another
I
character
guess
on
this
the
is the
phone.
hidden area where we were warned about it on the sign.
Ah,
I had to collect a random orb.
I don't know.
It appeared out of nowhere.
She does the thing, pulls out the orb. You're gonna love this. You ready? We've got the Destiny Dominus in our hands, and she teleports away. What do you think we do now?
Get stolen from you. I think you told me everything.
We climb out of the dungeon, back through the teleporter. We get in our boat. We go back across the sea. We go back through the fog barrier. We go back through the maze. We go back through the maze of invisible walls.
Yeah.
To our spaceship. And then the orb gets stolen by the lead villain, who we had already killed. He just appears again with no explanation, and
Yeah, sounds like fun, I guess. You're going to be very intimately familiar with that passage.
Oh, on a replay, I mean, at least I know what I'm in for. Oh. But, oh, you were supposed to probably jump on one of the chests and then jump off it.
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah. What's that? That little speck. What's that? Can you shoot it? Okay, I guess it's nothing. I'm just paranoid.
Yeah, it might just be a graphical error. I noticed some in the water earlier. You can never quite tell with this game.
I don't know. Okay, there's another one. Okay, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's just a graphical bug.
I'm just being paranoid. But yeah, my biggest takeaway from Wizardry 7 is, man, it must have been rough to have been a fan of it back when it was new. Like, you completed Wizardry 6. Well, it's literally the game that... I remember that thing. I think this was a form of hell.
Yeah,
Check out your shots. Yes, they come out the sides, both sides. I remember this being terrible, but maybe it was because I was a child. Maybe it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable having to spam the jump button anywhere in it. That kind of sucks.
Anyway, yeah. So you play 6, which is literally the game that inspired Dark Souls. The guy says it inspired him, so you know what kind of game it is. Then you go through 7, which has some of the most insidious and difficult puzzles and stuff I've ever seen. Then, in both 6 and 7, the lead villain gets his hands on the most important thing. The things the whole games were about. So the villain has managed to win 2 games in a row, and you're waiting for the final game to come out so you can finish the story.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come. Come on, these have been coming out like every year or so. And it doesn't come. And it doesn't come. And it doesn't go. And by the time you'd be utterly convinced it's vaporware, a decade later, just as the studio's going out of business, they would have finally released the end of the trilogy. And you would have counted yourself lucky to get an end.
You got something, at least.
8 was... I liked it.
I mean, just disappointing for all the build-up on the villain to not really...
Oh yeah, the villain,
It was kind of lame.
he wasn't just... He was cooler in 7 than he was in 8. In 8, he... I don't know, I didn't think much of him in 8.
Get back here, fishy.
Yeah, it's the fish. I remember these things.
Yeah,
I remember this being a pain.
I
Alright, get out of here!
I can't grab the crown.
I think it's just a end of your submarine adventure. I think.
Okay, because it looks like I can
We know
grab
where
the
the exit is, and there's no...
No!
Ah!
How did it throw me back into the sub?
You fell into the sub.
Okay.
And the sub was sitting there. You couldn't get out of the sub any other way than to get to the crowd. I wouldn't go there again. Oh shit, no, there's a jump boost. You want to go there and get the jump boost. And then you want to get out of the stage. Ah. The misery of the submarine section.
I was doing good until I got to the sub.
Yeah. Back in this era, sometimes Earthworm Jim just hops in a submarine or something. I don't know. This is just the way games were back then.
Yeah, might trade with you a little bit because it is very uncomfortable hitting these buttons. My hand is hurting.
The keyboard controls are a bit hard, huh?
Yeah.
I imagine doing it with hands half the size yours are.
Yeah, I know, but my hand's like cramping.
Somehow, some way. Yeah, we can trade out after this.
Yeah, I mean, it constantly spammed the...
You found a shield of invincibility. You're invincible right now.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't have Starman music. You should just run for the sub, see if you can get into it and get the thing before it runs out. Other way.
I'm getting...
As much done. Okay, it's over. That's one of the things you can buy with the gems.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel this game is made by just someone.
Okay, the music notes. Those white spots are the music notes. You see. Oh, black background?
Yeah. As I said, this predates the existence of things like Game Maker, so this would have had to have been made. Oh shit. Yeah.
It's a solo dev.
Yeah, in all likelihood. is just a soda guy. God, I hated those fish. I'm serious about just doing a shop thing to get out of here. All you want to do is grab the thing and get out of here. Power up. Very important. Ah.
Yeah, it did damage when I shot it.
These Z-Box shoes will help you jump higher. Okay, use a heal. Just because you can shoot razor blades out of your sub.
Yeah, he needs to consider a new design in the future. Stupid.
Just don't touch the mine. Don't shoot it. Don't touch it.
15 is so not worth it.
It's worth it. All you need to do is get around to the...
Can we hit me?
All you need to do is okay, yeah. Oh, how did we go up? How do you do that? Your invincibility's over. Just go, 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 go!
Okay, so yeah, the crown did.
Get out of there! Alright, you've got high jumps now. You can jump up there. Alright, well, the fruit, if you could gather enough of it, which you can't yet, but... Oh, try jumping on the dot now. Ah. Okay. The dots were something. I wasn't crazy. That covers some of the gems.
Yeah, back to times of solo devs where you can never quite tell. Really embarrassing to get hit with fire and die.
Find the gate key in this level before you leave.
Shoot.
Oh no. No. But we beat this stage. Master of Orion. Pretty good.
Instant death fight.
Alright, I'm done. Alright, I'll take it.
I'm having
My
hand
turn.
cramps. Yeah, it would be good to bring up a controller to actually play it with.
Yeah, I'd have to figure out, because it's not set to do that.
I suspect you need to take the high jump boots down here.
Probably. Yeah,
We
alright.
gotta remember instant death spikes.
Yeah.
Why does it have instant death spikes? It's really not needed.
Well, were they instant, or were they just more than you had hit points?
I had 3 hit points. It did bare minimum 3 damage.
Wow, that did a lot of damage very quickly. Man, Mercy invincibility exists for a reason.
But you saw me shooting them from afar.
Yeah.
So that would take less damage.
Mercy invincibility is important.
I thought I had barely scraped through to the exit.
Oh, I know, and then it's like, you need a key. Shut up! I don't need no key.
Yeah, for the chapter times, yeah. It's weird, but hitting control in the space bar. Yeah, it did my middle knuckle. It was like, feels like it's swelling.
But Schnyder, there's so much more of this game. And there's the sequels.
Yeah, the music is unique. I mean, it's like, once again, I believe this is a solo dev.
The sound effects and everything.
So he did, he got all sound effects, he did all the music himself, all
Probably.
the artwork, the game, the story.
I mentioned this already, but there's on DOS, there's a remake by the original author. a couple of them, and nobody's played them.
This was the era of solo devs. I mean, it's crazy to think that Final Fantasy 1 was coded by one guy.
I was still invincible! The invincibility ran out just at the wrong moment. I was gonna just tank through everything and grab the shoe, and it chose that moment to wear out.
But the programmer for Final Fantasy 1 did not know how to code randomness, so he just threw in a lookup table with random values.
Very popular choice. Zelda does a table as well, I believe. So that the speedrunners can predict every single item drop and manipulate the RNG perfectly.
Yeah. You ended up with like some really cursed games like the Mega Man for the PC.
There's a DOS Mega Man. It is infamous. I haven't touched it yet.
There's a weird abandoned Mario game for PC around the Philips era. That was like two developers, two college students. It was times. The first MMO was RPG, Meridian 65. That was two college students again. Followed shortly by Ultima Online, which was a company. But just at that time, you could just...
Alright, I did it this time.
Two college students could sit there and compete with the AAAs at the time. The biggest companies.
Yeah.
Most
of the biggest companies were two college students, and then they suddenly needed to hire someone else.
Yeah. I know. It's this section that killed my hand.
This section, I remember the moment I saw the sub, I was like, "Oh no!" Because I remembered.
Yeah.
I remembered this being brutal.
So now we know where Earthworm Jim got their thing from.
And I remembered the moment I saw the crown, I was like, yeah, that's just...
Because I thought it was something to collect.
It looks like something to collect, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be grabbing all the oranges and stuff.
I've got the maximum amount of fruit.
Oh, okay.
I can't pick up any more. That's a healing, but I can't use it because I'm at full health, so I might as well save it.
Okay, I'm just busy just grabbing literally everything.
Alright. Spikes are here, right?
A little bit next to the spring. That pit right there.
Okay. We will not fall in the spikes. Because we have learned from Schnyder's misadventure, his mishap. We are as healthy as we can possibly be. Our ammo kind of sucks right now, but we can jump among the trees. I think I want boxes of nitroglycerin right now. As much as it would be tempting to get emerald, I remember the baseball too.
Yeah.
Honestly, the pickups are very Commander Keen.
Yeah, I've seen this horrible Mega Man DOS game. Yeah. They sort of got better as they went along.
Supposedly.
Well, you can see the progression, but it's still rough. They didn't know what they're doing. I mean, certain indie games are small one-man teams. That's Zune.
Zune with Toho. Well, Cave Story, famously.
EG. Garden of Carnage.
Yeah, well, that's the EG guy again.
Yeah. Ivory Springs, what, Konjac?
Yeah, Ivory Springs became, Iconoclast.
Iconoclast?
And that game, I can tell it burned him out. The incredible art resources and everything he had to do for it.
Naruto Love, Chalk, Princess. He made so many.
He made a lot of great games. Then he got stuck making Iconoclasts for a million years. And it finally came out.
Yeah, he went too realistic with the graphics.
And I didn't like it. I would not. But anyway.
It was more realistic style than his original. He originally did a chibi style.
He originally did it in a Cave Story look-alike style.
Yeah, and so that was more expressive. And I was sitting there showing that when it got closer to realistic proportions, it took a lot more frames of animation. It took his art workload and made it
anyway, it was obviously a labor of love. I wanted to like it. I really wanted to like that.
Did you have good music?
Hyperduck.
Hyperduck.
Hyperduck is the company that made the music for EG.
Yeah.
You can
for me, the best song is going to always be the end song, the cover of.
Yeah, that one was good.
The cover song. It was great.
Further or something.
Further. Yeah.
All right. Wow. Last night, I was quite restless and didn't get much sleep. During the short time I did sleep, I had a strange dream about a talking eagle. When he spoke, I sensed an urgency in his voice. It was as if he were warning me about some danger. I'm probably just imagining things. I really want to go home. He falls into the caverns of doom.
Yep.
Should have listened to the eagle.
Yeah, but I was gonna say there that Newgrounds is gonna be full of solo devs. I don't know how big the team was for SMBX. Mushroom King of Fusion was a decent sized team.
Mushroom King of Fusion eventually, yeah.
It was like
People kept joining in. No, it had like random contributors all over the place.
Well, it's not like one-offs.
But to try to jump up. I remember this.
Yep, you remember that. Everything is getting weird. Like nothing quite fits in the world.
Well, if nothing fits, then everything fits.
Well, you remember it all stands out like, why that's so weird. And it's frequently, it's a new Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. Everything is bizarre. Click to that pattern make about as much sense as anything else.
Oh good, I finally found a rock. So much better than these worthless lasers.
Shoot that thing, I think. Not the rock.
Well, unfortunately, I've got rocks. I don't know how long I have rocks for.
There's just nothing telling you how much ammo you have.
1 rocks to throw. Oh, I have infinite. The fireball's the limited one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, no, never mind.
Class going. The last art class I took was a Comic class. It's been a while since I've been in one.
Yeah, he did a bunch of art classes, but that was a while ago. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to pick this power up again in every stage.
Oh, right.
Oh!
He just forgets how.
Yeah, but we can't all be, what was the game with the knit? We can't all be knit stories.
I think there was another seller game. No, he made a sequel too.
I remember the epic.
Oh, I was about to say, just everything just stands out and going, well, that doesn't fit. Well, it's definitely the game of what doesn't happen next. There's just a word epic flying in the sky that's worth points. The caterpillar explodes and you grab its legs for points. I guess you eat them or something. Unclear.
Oh my gosh, I solved the mystery of the blue key. Wow.
I might consider. I just have to get back to doing more art again. I haven't had.
Forgot that I could turn into a bee.
I mean, I've made bits and pieces. I've dabbled here and there, but I've just been really burnt out as of late.
Doing big projects or
I haven't out in my.
Well, you're a bee now. This is your life, Mr. Prince, or whatever. Malvinius?
Yeah, that's your name.
Malvinius the bee. The high jump bee. Because you got the high jump boots. That lets you spontaneously forget all of it again.
Yep, time to go to the Cave of Doom. We need one more key.
Well, I have 65 gems.
Not exactly a open world. Currently have 18,000 points. We're going for the high score, guys. We're also in a deathless run. You'll notice you've not died a single time.
Use them wisely. Proceeds to fire into a wall repeatedly. What happened to my score?
Oh, it's glitched.
Oh, right. I'm using rocks, not lasers. I need to think
What
like
had-
an Oonga
What
Boonga.
were the big, have to check out platforms for DOS? Anakin, Jazz, what else? This game.
Well, this one's really obscure. There's one called Crystal Caves, I remember. I don't know if it's a must-have. Jazz Jackrabbit's the definite one.
Like, to be fair, there's just not that many platformers for DOS.
Yeah, Commander Keen was id Software, who'd go on to make Doom, who... I understand the Doom guy is canonically descended from Commander Keen.
I think we beat the high score. I am in agreement with that. We now have the record.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
believe
we're
in
just
you,
that
Hadriex.
good.
I believe in you, Hadriex.
Yeah. Oh. Well, not if I lose my high score.
Yeah. You gotta protect it with your life.
Are rocks really an upgrade?
It's kind of Castlevania-esque.
No, in Castlevania I could have a weapon and a sub-weapon.
I look at the arc thing.
Yeah, from the axe. Yeah, an arcing weapon.
But yeah, no, from DOS, I mostly remember Monopoly, Xargon, Warcraft 2.
Well, the rocks, yeah.
I don't remember playing Warcraft 1. I got Warcraft 1 later. I really, really like Warcraft 1. Because I didn't play Jazz.
Really? You didn't?
I,
Oh man, you missed out. It's great. There were there were other DOS platformers, but honestly, I can't think of any good ones.
I'd have to flip through the catalog to see if
I'd have to flip through the catalog
to
too.
see if any just strike my memory going, I remember that. Because most of my memories come from a little bit after DOS.
Yeah,
And console. I was big on the NES, the SNES.
Generally platformers, the consoles, Nintendo's the reason.
Game audio is shit audio dollars.
It is? Well, why didn't anyone say that before? Or is it just this place? Alright, here. Oh,
It's still bulky.
I'm trying. Okay, there you go. How's that? Is that better?
But it was a platform originally. Mushroom King Fusion game that you.
Oh, there's Duke Nukem. There's Duke Nukem. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Mushroom King of Fusion's amazing, but that's getting into that's not a DOS game. Yeah, Mushroom
You
King
say
of
that somebody should make a DOS version of it.
Good luck. Yeah, Game Maker came way later, and Game Maker has a ton.
Yeah, because I was after the BBS era. I was after the MUDs.
I'm pretty sure 99 is the limit of how many
Emeralds.
gems I can have.
Makes
yeah.
sense because it can only hold 2 digits. We're now playing
Big Doug.
no, Arkanoid.
Okay. A pool ball, of course. Why wouldn't it be a pool
Yeah,
ball?
I remember Windows Spaceball Pinball.
Oh yeah, there was a pinball game on Windows, but that was
Yeah.
Windows.
Yep. And then going to 95, I remember Timon and Pumbaa Pinball. I remember Number Munchers.
Super Munchers. But that's not a platformer either.
No. I can't really think of playing platforms. I led with that. Going,
Yeah.
That's it.
Super Munchers was God.
I remember the Rabbit one, the Edutainment Rabbit game.
I'm not
It was
sure.
a math one where you're going through the castle and solving math problems.
Yeah, I might not have. I don't recognize some of them.
I can't think of the name.
Getting
right
from
now.
vine to vine feels pretty
I
good.
remember Mavis Beacon. He's just typing.
Nope, never had that. I had a typing tutor. Oh, come on!
Instant death.
Oh!
Space Cadet Pinball.
There are DOS games that are completely like lost to time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot find them, and one of them is the typing tutor that I had growing up. It can't be found anywhere.
You remember Turbo Science?
It's not even Turbo Science. It's not even an Exodus though. Some of the I literally know DOS games that are just like completely lost. Can't be found. And this guy was pretty freaking amazingly thorough when the Exodus launcher has like a lot of obscure games, but not all.
You said that I was closer to the mic than you were.
Oh, was he closer to the mic than me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh. I might be sitting further back. It's pretty fun to blast through all of that.
I remember also a music software around Windows 95 called Cakewalk.
Oh, Cakewalk.
Yeah, I used to just play with that.
Yeah.
I remember just playing hours just putting piano music on there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go looking down here.
Eventually we got Warcraft 3, and that was kind of...
Well, everyone had Warcraft 3.
Warcraft 3 was basically the last computer game I played for,
Collect epic pool balls in order.
for
For
bonus.
Yeah. Well, too bad.
So I was gonna say, yeah, like, Warcraft 3 was basically the last computer game I played for like a decade.
Yeah.
I had a Tetris Elements. It's a pretty good Tetris game.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
You talk about a game called Descent.
Descent? Yeah.
You never played Baldur's Gate though.
No. There's a whole bunch of games you played I missed out on, man.
Yeah. The original Baldur's Gate is so good. Most people swear by Baldur's Gate 2, or I guess 3.
Wing says he's never played or owned Warcraft 3. It's okay. It's okay.
I think that
The expansion pack is what everyone raves about.
the expansion's really good. So, here's the thing. If you really like the old Warcrafts and StarCraft, so in the old Warcrafts and StarCrafts, you'd have an economy, you'd hire troops, and you'd fight with the troops, right? Warcraft 3 still has the economy and the troops, but they added heroes to the game. And the heroes are so strong, and they'll respawn if they die. You can get them back. That they end up really dominating the game. It so dramatically changes the nature of the kind of game it is. And personally, I was so glad that StarCraft 2 didn't have hero units.
It's very, very story
It
focused.
let me have just... Yeah, the story is... They did pretty good with Arthas.
Yeah, like the first part of the game, like the first half of the game is the strongest. The human and then the undead campaign,
Top tier.
and then just stop, just stop.
The orcs are...
And that's where it starts kind of.
Yeah. The orcs aren't quite orcs anymore, and they're kind of...
Well, it feels like a retread of Arthas all over
And
again.
then they kind of... Yeah.
I understand themes and writing, but this feels like copy paste
Yeah.
to me.
It wasn't as strong as Arthas, man. Arthas was best. And then the Night Elves... I really liked Illidan.
Yeah.
and I've run out of nice things to say about the Night Elves. I really liked Illidan. Okay, I thought they were cool. The idea that their buildings could get up and fight is so cool. It's just a shame that they sucked.
Yeah.
It was so cool, but the buildings were utterly worthless in combat. So even for defending your own cities, there was no point to it.
Yep.
At least, I don't know what multiplayer was like. I played the campaigns. The expansion...
When people talk about Warcraft 3, they generally talk about online play.
The
The
online play
multiplayer
was really good.
amazing.
The online play was really good. For the custom maps, they were insane. Pest control, sheep tag.
So I hate to say it that, like, growing up, my favorite Warcraft was Warcraft 2. Even when I played Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2 was my favorite, and I loved the expansion Beyond the Dark Portal.
Beyond the Dark Portal was so cool.
As I've gotten older, Warcraft 1 has become my favorite.
You've come to appreciate the original more.
Yeah, I think it just pays better. It has a bit more variety. And then Warcraft 3, I just have never replayed it. I played it once as a kid. I was not impressed. I just have never had a desire to replay it.
The cinematics are so good for Warcraft 3.
But you see them once. Like, the gameplay is just not there.
I could replay it with the expansion. Oh, wait! No, I can't! Because Blizzard killed it! I can't believe they did the thing where people had their original games overwritten with the Reforged version.
Well,
And everyone says the Reforged is terrible. I probably have my original disc somewhere. I can probably play it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's such a good game, but I mean, it's not the best game, but it's like
Link says,
it has elements that are really strong.
was poor enough that we were a generation behind everyone on tech. That's why I have so much nostalgia for stuff that I am too young for otherwise. When everyone was playing Metal Gear and Spyro and stuff on PS1, I was still playing Sonic Streets of Rage on Genesis. We weren't that far ahead because we got
Super Nintendo. I bought that with $109, like all the allowance and everything I'd saved up for years when I was very small. And that was, I bought the system when it was still relatively new. But after that, I was always a console behind, and I bought everything used for pretty much the rest of my childhood. And
yeah, we eventually got the PlayStation. We had Guys.
oh
Final
man,
Fantasy 7.
I need to get Guys.
Guys, man, that was where it was at. Final Fantasy 7.
My copy was lost. FF7, but I had Star Wars: The Second
Star
Story.
Wars and Second Story.
The
Star
Star Wars: The
Story
Second
complete.
Story. Star Wars: The Second Story is why I didn't take an N64. I had to get a PlayStation. Star Ocean 2.
We had Spyro 1, 2, and 3.
I never played any of the Spyros.
I remember skateboarding forever in there.
I didn't even until you had done the thing. I didn't even know skateboarding was in it.
Yeah.
When you played the
re-release.
The re-release, yeah. You played the re-release, and I saw the skateboarding. I'm like, I didn't know he was a skateboarding dragon.
Yeah.
That makes him way cooler.
Yeah, I know. Like they just did stuff, had fun with it. I played hours of that. There was Cardia.
Cardia: The World of Fate.
World of Fate.
I got that as a going away present when I left California, and nobody's ever heard of it. I put it up to vote once, but nobody voted for it. So I haven't streamed that one, but it's an interesting little game.
Yeah, we had Threads of Fate.
Threads of Fate, yeah.
We had Musashi, Brave Fencer Musashi.
I streamed both Threads of Fate and Musashi. You're in the PS1, you're in my territory now.
Yeah, I can recall the games we had. It's just like I remember.
Yeah. All right.
Well, was Final Fantasy Tactics PS?
Yes. The original, the best Final Fantasy Tactics was on the PS1. They've remade it a few times and added things to it. I can't speak to the quality.
You had Valkyrie
Because
Profile.
supposedly the translations are way to Valkyrie Profile.
X4.
Mega Man X4.
Mega Man X4.
The 5 and 6 got progressively weirder, though.
The 6 had the best opening. The opening sold the game.
Is that the one where Zero's cut in half and he's
Yes.
falling and he
Yes.
shoots?
You know it. That sold the game. Like
That-
That cutscene sells the game.
That might be. I love my PS1 openings, but that might be the best. They don't make openings very often anymore. They stopped making those style. The ones that just had music and cool shit.
Yeah, and those are the PlayStation games I remember.
Ah.
There's a ton more we got later, but those were the ones we had.
Yeah, the controls for the old Warcraft games were rough. They didn't figure out the controls until StarCraft. And even then, StarCraft's AI was really wonky, how the movement works for the units. And Warcraft 3 is honestly where the controls got really smooth and easy to operate. By Warcraft 3, man.
You had Warcraft 2, and you had World of Warcraft at that time.
World of Warcraft? No, we don't count that one.
But I can sit there and go over the SNES games we had.
Now, World of
NES
Warcraft
games
is
we had.
that game I couldn't play because I knew I'd get sucked in.
Yeah,
and-
you were in RuneScape.
No, I never played RuneScape.
Oh, which one did you play? The one that you
Ragnarok Online.
Ragnarok Online. There we go.
I did. Years later, I wanted to see how they did something, and so I was just gonna play a little bit. And I woke up a year later wondering where the last year of my life had gone. And I went back to my no MMOs, strict no MMOs policy for a very long time. I just flirted with RuneScape a few days ago, but RimWorld won the vote.
Okay.
So, I have been saved from MMO addictions once again. Maybe I'll try the gotchas. I have self-control now. I am a big adult now. I can control myself.
Yeah. For the N64, we only had a handful of games.
I didn't have an
We had like
N64.
6. We had the original Mario Party. Mario Party 1. We didn't have 2 or 3. We had
I think 3 is the one the fans say is the really good one.
Yep.
I have limited experience with Mario Party. I had some of the GameCube one I played.
I remember playing with John X and us getting the skin ripped off our hands.
Oh no, you actually got your head. I've always heard about that. That really happened?
Mario
Your
Party
skin-
1, yes.
Oh
the tug of
man.
you had the
I've always
holding the
heard about this.
tug of war, and you had to sit there and spin the stick as fast as you could. And so you'd always put it right there in your palm.
I bet you'd wear out your controllers too.
Yeah, that's Mario Party 1. There was Smash Brothers.
Well, I mean, of course. If you owned a Nintendo console after the 64 and up, you had a Smash Brothers.
Yep.
Period.
Mario 64, obviously.
I really liked the Wii Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
That was the one, I consider that to be their best
Brawl.
work. Yeah, Brawl. And then the mods like Brawl Minus. Ah.
I don't remember any other N64 game we had. Those are the 3 I remember. We had to have had 4.
Yeah, you guys. You want to explore old DOS games, man. The Exodus launcher has everything.
We had very few Sega games as well. Very few N64, very few Sega games.
I have a handful of Sega games, but the Sega
We played Sonic. Sega was for Sonic.
I had a Super Nintendo growing up.
Yeah.
The Sega came later used with a handful of games, but by the time I got it, like you couldn't even buy used Sega games anywhere.
We had Era the
You'd have
Acrobat,
to-
and that was cursed.
You'd have to go to some old used game store, and they want everything you have
They
to
want
give
your
you the
left
games.
kidney.
They're crazy. The used game stores are rough, man. I appreciate them, but I can't let myself go in them all.
Feel free to continue. I just
Because
reminiscing on
it's so expensive.
I just reminiscing on the old games we had because I can sit there and recall quite a few.
I've only got to find a few more PS1 RPGs, and I'll have the complete collection of PS1 RPGs. There's only a handful left. I have a list somewhere. Alright. I keep sensing a kind of evil in the air. I often come upon places that simply feel cold or strike deep dread into me. Some of these hideous beasts seem like they're the product of evil as well. So far, I've seen no sign of anything human or earthly. I seem to be truly lost here. I wonder if I'll ever see home again.
Sounds like World of Warcraft was cool at first, but ultimately taught me that I don't like MMOs. Good.
You have escaped.
Besmar says, sounds like a good excuse to play more offline games.
Corkscrew Cave.
Maybe an epic roguelike adventure. Remember,
The roguelikes can keep you busy for a long time.
I've only played 10 hours of computer games in the past 2 to 3 years. I don't have much free time aside from when I watch Hadriex.
Yeah, we never had Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
How about you, Schneid?
No, I was out of the fighting game scene.
It was a beat 'em up, actually.
The only beat 'em up I really played was Battletoads,
Yeah.
and the only fighting game I really played was Smash Brothers. Outside of that, I was kind of outside both genres. The only
this place, and it is unpleasant.
the only FPS-esque game I've played is Splatoon.
No, you were into Descent, right? Isn't that an FPS? Maybe I don't know what it is.
Sort of. Your spaceship, you can shoot things. You're exploring. You're definitely like it's part of it, but aiming is like far worse than.
I've learned that if you laugh and drink soda pop at the same time, it'll come out your nose. I've learned that the most important thing is not what others think of me, but what I think of me. I've learned motel mattresses are better on the side away from the phone.
Yep.
I've learned that to cheer yourself up, you should try cheering up someone else. Oh, that's a
Feedback
good
from fans.
quote.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't use that anymore, but a variation of that was one of my passwords for many, many years. I don't use it anymore, so I can say that now.
Yeah. It's still still hoping to see you in Should I Play the Streets of Rage remake again someday. We might. I should add Power Rangers. Super Nintendo Power Rangers is another beat 'em up I played.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did that one together.
Yeah, and the new one together. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool. I'm really glad they made that. It's amazing that they made that. Honestly.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, they're clearly passionate and had fun with it.
they clearly care.
Yeah.
You could feel it. Wish they'd had a little bit more time with their development, though.
Yeah. No, it just was clearly a bit rushed. I think about another 6 months in the oven, and it would have been perfect.
Come on, that's just a Mega Man trap.
It's crazy that Street of Rage outshines other beat 'em ups, including arcade ones. Even though it's at
Turtles
whatever.
in Time.
Turtles in Time's another one. Yep. Turtles
You
in Time.
played Turtles in Time. Yeah.
I sure did.
Yeah, that
Well,
one.
we talk about the Super Nintendo. If I reminisce on Super Nintendo, I could list about 40 games on Super Nintendo we had. So yeah, that's 3 beat 'em ups.
Final Fight on the Super Nintendo, but I never remember thinking much of it.
Yeah, I didn't play that. I didn't play like almost all the big games. I never played Street Fighter. I never played Soul Calibur.
I think that was GameCube.
Yep.
I remember playing Link in Soul Calibur at a friend's place.
Yeah.
I think.
Probably something like that.
Yeah.
There was another one, Mortal Kombat. I never played Mortal Kombat.
I had a friend that was into Mortal Kombat.
Like
He was into all the martial arts stuff, and
yeah, so like when I did all the big ones, I'm like, yeah, no, I just wasn't there. I didn't play Halo, any of them.
yeah, John X was a huge fan of Halo.
Yeah, so when it comes to
He got me to
FPSC,
play a couple of the Halo games, but I mean, they're fine.
well,
I don't
you
know.
just kind of had to grow up with it.
Probably had to grow up with them.
A lot of games, like you just when you play them young, they're just amazing. And you get
I really want to play Doom 2016 at some point.
especially if you had like a bunch of friends to play them with, if you have all these strong memories. 'Cause
Yeah, because if you had friends who were playing the same game, it would have been a whole different experience.
yeah, it's kind of like playing Minecraft. I think that most of the memories of Halo really are the stories people made up in their heads along the way while playing with their friends. Just remembering when they got bikes, their crazy vehicles, the crazy maneuvers they're doing in the custody maps fighting each other.
And making your own maps, apparently.
Making your own maps, yeah. I think that's going to be the vast majority of their memories, more so than the story and characters.
People seem to like Master Chief.
No,
And something called the Flood.
Yeah, no, I know that they like it, but like when they replay it, they kind of go, it's not as cool as I remember. Because it's that's where I'm kind of going there. That you had to be young, you had to be there growing up with it.
I didn't grow up with Minecraft. I only first played it a few years ago, and it was kind of impressive to me. That's one that's worth trying sometime.
There's a handful of games that are just stories that are just amazing that they're all ages, and it's difficult to breach that line. I don't think Halo quite makes that cut. It's fun.
I bet you if we line up the new Halos with the old ones, I bet that you and I would feel the difference.
Oh, definitely.
I bet you.
I have no doubt.
Uh-oh, what's this? Why'd this bridge go out? Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make this basically basic statement there. I don't think it's... Yeah.
Whoa.
But
These two rocks.
But it's a bit of high bar.
It's perfectly set up to be
The vast majority
awful.
of video games don't have super amazing plots.
What are you talking about? You're not captivated by the plot of Sonic the Hedgehog?
I'm looking at the Xargon thing. I think we need a movie trilogy. Aren't you amped?
Oh, yeah, we need Jack Black to play this guy.
Aren't you amped for another Mario movie or a Zelda movie? Or
You want to give it another go? There hasn't been a submarine in
I
a
could try.
while.
My hand's not agitated anymore, so I can give it a try.
All right, we're probably nearing the end. I'm not sure. Actually, no, we only have one artifact. But then again, they might not all be in the same game. I have no idea how big this game was. Honestly. Obviously, I've gotten at least as far as that cave, because I remember the snake heads.
Strategy games are evergreen if they're made right the first time.
You know,
Yes.
yes, but
Warcraft
no.
1 still holds up.
Yes, but no. Man, let me tell you. I loved Shingen the Ruler on the NES growing up. It was the coolest game ever. It was so ahead of its time. Playing it as an adult.
Hadriex, look at this.
What?
We've been holding Control and Alt to shoot, right? Or Alt is jump, Control is shoot.
Oh no, I have bad news.
Hadriex! This bird just materialized out of nowhere.
Oh, is that the eagle that tried to warn you in your dreams?
What?
I must be going crazy. Do not be afraid. I'm not here to hurt you. Go ahead, read.
I've been taken to this strange land against my will, and I desire to get home. Can you help me on my journey?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe if you blow up Xargon's reactor for you and find my enchanted sky crystals and go to the Sea of Wishes for me.
No. But so earlier I was straddling the Control and spacebar, but apparently
Well, the game was built on... This was a PC-based game.
No,
it was
look,
built
look,
to be
look,
used
look,
with
look,
a keyboard.
look. Shift does the same thing as spacebar.
Yeah.
So instead of straddle like this, I can do like this.
Okay.
This is much better for my hand.
How are you going to shoot?
Ooh, shift.
Oh.
Previously I was hitting spacebar.
Oh, shift shoots. I didn't notice.
Yeah, I did. I just noticed. I'm like, holy
Oh.
crap! This makes it a lot easier. So I'm not straddling the keyboard awkwardly.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never make silly voices.
I only do serious voices.
I am a very serious person with very serious voices.
Exactly.
I would never give a silly voice to a protagonist so worthy as
Feels like a Kirby
Prince,
enemy.
whatever his name is. It does feel like a Kirby enemy, honestly.
No, not the lobster things.
The moaning lobsters.
I mean,
Alright, fire your razor blades at the fish. You swam really fast upward one time, and I don't know how you did it. Like, he shot up like a
Okay.
rocket.
I think
Is it
holding up.
holding the oh shit, okay, we've figured out how to steer the thing. Ah, everything is different now.
Okay, it's a lot easier.
Ah,
Shoot.
that makes it a lot easier for C's to die.
You know.
No, that's what happens when you change your control scheme.
Get me out of here.
I have never played Road Rash. How about you, Schnyder?
No.
I had Sword of Vermilion
I
and
remember.
Treasure.
Oh, right. I remember another N64 game, Tasmanian Devil, eating Tweety birds. I remember that game. If it qualifies as one. You're just a tornado eating Tweety birds. You're hunting them down. You're like a moving tornado thing.
Oh.
It is a lot of that. Okay,
You can
I can
steer the
aim
shots too.
Yeah, I can steer
Okay,
it.
well now the fish are in trouble.
Okay. Yeah, it would help to know that because
Stupid
we're playing
moaning.
the game literally wrong.
Stupid moaning fish.
Awkward. So it's funny that as kids we just didn't experiment with the keys enough, and so just by accident I'm just discovering stuff.
I don't know. Maybe we did at some point.
Shoot.
I would just ignore it.
But I want to blow it up.
Oh, well, if you want to blow it up.
Haha. I am very maneuverable.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
I had the PS2 Shinobi game. That's the only Shinobi game I had, but it was really cool. He had Akujiki, his evil sword, and this scarf that just went on and on and on. He had a bunch of cool fights, like the blind man, who will hear you if you touch the water, because the whole room's flooded, and you're jumping around on the walls fighting him. Yeah, I can't speak to the older Shinobi games. I think they would have been probably more like Ninja Gaiden, right? Careful, those might be full of nitros. Underwater nitros.
whoa, did it get you?
Mosquito flew right into my eyeball. I was like, wow.
No,
Yes,
kamikaze.
it got around my glasses and bonked my eye. Stupid thing.
That is the most malicious type of mosquito. The eyeball homer. Oh, 2 damage. That...
Yes, they've always been 2 damage. Go to the exit, quick.
Alright.
Shit. You need an object of power.
Take that. Oh, double shot.
Yeah, you got 2 with 1 shot. Nice.
So happy I'm not spamming
The ninja dogs. I remember the ninja dogs being a pain in the butt in Shinobi for PS2. Crap. Look out!
Oh, something got me. I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
you blew up a mine.
Okay.
The bullets came out.
I noticed that the thing on the ground hit me and did damage, and I was distracted by that.
Ah.
But now the water's now a lot easier than it was, so I'm not too upset.
I like Sonic 2, and I like Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic 1's okay. Sonic 3's okay.
It's just Sonic 1's just a little too difficult. I can't get anywhere in it.
Really?
Yeah.
This boss is annoying. He's annoying. And if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, I was so disappointed because I thought I'd get Super Sonic. But there was only 6 Chaos Emeralds in the original game. And all it does is, in the ending, you see the emeralds fly out of Sonic and disappear and he looks confused. That's literally all that happens!
Yeah.
It's like, what? Because I like the Sonic 1 Emerald stages are my favorite Emerald stages.
They hadn't decided to plagiarize Dragon Ball enough yet.
No, they didn't. Super Sonic was the best.
It's just crazy how many references to Dragon Ball are in Sonic 1 and Sonic 2.
The blockbuster side-scrollers, really? That's quite the statement. As a connoisseur of platformers, I'll have to try sometime.
Yeah, those redfish can do damage if they hit you at the right angle. But if they hit your dome at the top, it seems to do no damage. They just explode.
I really enjoy the Chaos Emerald collecting in Sonic 1. Here, don't grab that. You're at full health. Don't grab that. You're at full health. Yeah, leave those 2 boxes.
I am so not paying attention. I'm just...
Okay, that's a dead end for you right now.
I'm clearing it for enemies because I have to come back here anyway.
I think those little red ones are the worst.
Well, yeah, if they crash into my helmet, they do no damage. So if they hit me from below.
Really? That's weird.
That's what it's getting. Watch this. Nothing.
That's weird.
Yeah, so it only hurts me if they hit me on the bottom half.
What?
Yeah, so they want to hit them from
Well,
specific
okay,
angles.
you're noticing details I didn't even see.
I was wondering because sometimes they're doing damage and sometimes they weren't. So like, okay, when are they doing which?
Yeah. Oh, that must be what we're looking for.
You discovered the enchanted sky crystals. Okay, that's 2 out of 3.
Okay, and he wanted you to throw those to the Sea of Wishes.
I'm already in a sea, close enough.
This
Somebody
sea's
threw it
as
to the
good
wrong
as
sea, I
another one.
guess.
Sonic the Hedgehog is weird because the more you play it, the more fun it gets on the replays. We'll come back to that in a second.
It's skill ceiling, yeah. The same thing with Super Metroid. The eagle seems to be something very different from the rest of the creatures in this world. Not at all like those large red X's or crazy robots I keep seeing.
You didn't scroll down. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, like on the replays, they get more fun.
Yeah.
But that's only the classic games.
Oh shoot.
And Sonic Mania was insanely good. But once Sonic went 3D, not really my thing. There's a couple of them that seem like they would be fun.
Yeah, no. Any game that has a high skill ceiling, is more fun on the replay. That's why a lot of people like Super Metroid. You can get really good at it and fight the bosses out of order.
Oh
you
yeah,
can
John X was into that kind of crazy
wall jump.
stuff.
You can do all sorts of crazy stuff.
Playing the game backwards.
Where's my wall jumping? Let me wall jump. But yeah, no. So that's enjoyable. Any game that has a lot of skill, because then you can just get really, really good at it and just have new fun with it and set personal challenges.
Yeah. I can remember this place too.
Yeah, you might have beaten this game.
I have no idea. Each time we see things and I go, oh crap, I remember that. No, that's nothing.
Okay, just being very certain.
Yeah, it's I remember trying to, yeah. There's another door back there.
How many hits do you take? Die.
Stupid Arkanoid enemy just sitting there.
It might actually. Let me see. There you go. It might be indestructible.
Well.
Can't get in there.
Oh, fuck.
I gotta find a toggle.
Well, that's just all the old games were like that. All of them. They didn't know any better yet. I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, I gotta toggle something.
Oh well,
for
go
that.
try it.
That's gonna hurt me.
Probably.
Oh, background detail. Okay.
Or not.
You never know.
Yeah. You never know what the twisted mind behind this game was thinking. Sure, they look like they could be Quickman lasers or something, but actually...
Get back here. Coward.
Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, there is a remake of this game on Steam.
Yeah,
the original
after
author,
30 years, he's come back.
Yeah, 30 years later, the original author came back and made these games on Steam.
What has he learned?
I haven't looked at them yet. Apparently nobody else has, because nobody's played them. They've got like, what did they have, like 17 reviews or something on Steam? Like, nobody noticed that this game appeared on Steam as a remake. The originals aren't on Steam, I don't think, just the remake.
Yay, ice cream.
Man, I should hope sometime in the next couple of weeks we should try to do the remake too. Just to see. I bet it'll have controller support.
It could.
Yeah, you've got 99 emeralds now.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bother grabbing them.
Well, you've got high jump now.
Have to see if it's where I need to go with it. Flying a sewer lid here. Oh,
Every time you jump on it, it goes down.
okay.
So just
I just gotta wait.
wait.
Dun, 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 dun.
Red key. Do you have the red key?
Nope. All I got is this stupid high jump.
Oh.
And a door. Oh. Is that the red key?
No, you don't need that. Gold.
Okay. And now the door's open.
Well,
Shoot. Now I just gotta wait on the elevator ride.
one short elevator ride. And I think this level might be over for. Well, when the elevator comes back down, the level
Making us wait. Great game mechanic.
you deserve it. I don't know why, but you do.
Alright. Now, half an hour later. Exciting.
You got rapid fire. Use some gems.
Ah!
Too late.
It hit me in the face! I thought it was below. I thought I could dodge by standing there.
Oh no! Yeah, don't be stingy with the gems, man. You've got plenty.
Fine, fine.
Okay.
Okay, holding that space bar allows rapid fire. Shift doesn't.
You can shoot them fast enough with shift. Unless you run into something with 1,000,000 hit points, it's not fine.
Too bad I can't buy high jump.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any of the keys from the buy menu.
Nope.
Shoot him! All aboard! Alright, you got this. Nope, that's the red key. Oh, come on, now it won't? Alright.
Alright.
Now you needed to go through a door that took you.
I'm getting there. I'm just collecting the item.
I don't remember exactly where the door was.
It's on the left side. It's right over here.
Okay.
I guess gotta go. Whoop.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I knew where it was. I was just getting everything else. Alright. Not gonna bother. Shoot. I'm just in the go mood. Go, 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 go.
You're almost out. You got rapid fire. You got hit points.
Sure. Is get out of here. We're just out. I spent a lot of emeralds. Escape. Get down here.
Move to the left. Okay.
You gotta pose. Left, right, left, right.
Alright, coming up to the spot. What killed you?
Yay.
A second high jump.
Oh,
Well,
there's a lot of robots.
alright, go assassinate the wannabe Daleks. Silly green flavored Daleks, you're no match for me.
Fire!
Not basically.
Fire! Open fire! Okay, spikes weren't under me. Big stage. Oh,
Fire!
more hit points!
I'm gonna drop down and shoot. Do that, that's even better.
Yeah, now you want to just snipe whenever you can.
Careful, those things could explode. Oh my gosh! Jump.
Yeah, leading into the epicness. No!
You need a power object.
How do I keep fighting the
Now you're
exit?
playing with power.
Timed it right.
No, not up here.
Okay. That's backwards, okay.
Yeah, that'll just make it backwards. There it is. You found the Ring of Terror!
Oh, good. I thought that was a Reign of
So
Terror.
you're supposed to
I
throw
was
that
worried.
into Mount Doom?
Yeah, I was worried I found the Reign
Oh.
of Terror for a second
You
there.
found something in the background you could shoot. Now I suddenly remember that you can do that. I had forgot it. It's like little touches of nostalgia all the time.
Yep. He's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You just knew. I looked up and going, I remember something.
But it's far too. Is that it?
I took the sky crystals to the sea of wishes. No, you didn't! And threw them in with the baby. Just as the eagle had directed.
Strong bad reference in there.
Suddenly, I felt a surge of adrenaline flow through my body. Afterward, I felt more keenly aware of my surroundings. Link, now I can see my house.
I can see my house from here.
How did you take the crystal thing to see your own house, Quantum? What the hell? Why do you need an artifact to see your home? I seem to be stronger and quicker now. Oh, is this a quickening? Oh! The crystals must have given me the power I need to escape this world.
You're not supposed to read the initials like that.
That's all I can see, man. Hey, look, I could have came this way the whole time.
Wow.
Gross!
There's a nice little pleasant castle over there. Looks like a Scooby-Doo castle.
Could this be the evil man's lair?
Nah.
Would anyone ever guess? How many buckets of paint
The
did he
village
waste on
lair
this?
could be anywhere.
How many buckets of paint did he spend on this? Mount Venus stumbles upon the evil final
Yeah,
castle.
AAA's done, man. AAA's over.
It's no longer triple A. It's a epic.
Ah!
Yeah, it's AHH now. ASS. It's anything, anything but actual quality. Whoa. Hole in the floor.
No, that's the power of the crystals. You're stronger and faster now. Your senses are having trouble keeping up with your awesomeness.
I vaguely remember that hole in the ground. I must have been at this level at least once. Oh, shoot. Flip 4 spikes again. Yeah, so just a little bit of...
So you've been this far, too.
Go back. So,
He turned around just in time.
Oh no!
Oh, that was a fluke. The crystals made you stronger. You got this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shoot. Problem is I don't have any emeralds. Spent them all in the last stage.
You're fine.
Oh shoot, dang it. I thought I was not in the spot for the crystals, the spikes to hit me, but I was wrong.
You should be able to back up and shoot up.
No, I can't clip through.
Well, I meant... Yeah! That's what I meant. Remember the eyes that were tough.
2 hits. You left me
You can
flashing.
heal.
If I use it, that's it. If I die, I'll have no emeralds.
No, it'll give you them back if you die.
But you definitely, it's definitely recommend for last stage you want to save a bunch of emeralds for it.
Extra laser though would have been pretty nice too.
I know, like there's a whole bunch of other things,
Admittedly,
like we're wasting them on healing. That unwise.
Not wasting, we're spending them on healing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He gotcha. You just start out by buying the extra laser at the start, and that'll give you twice the firepower right out the gate.
Extra laser, okay.
Yeah. Now you got 2 shots. I actually do find I am curious about the remake. What did this guy do with all those years? What craziness will he create now?
Full hit points
Would
so
it be
far.
a 1-to-1 recreation? Don't grab those.
Oh no! Oops. I just so want them.
Would it be a 1-to-1 recreation, or would he redesign everything?
Yeah, he writes to go back again. This time in vector art. Shooting. Gotcha.
Alright.
Spike right there. Oh, yeah,
Time
through the
we get
wall.
a little bit further.
Bug! Bugs!
Shoot them. You just go, run!
Okay, so when it's tapped under, they activated. Okay. I'm sitting there going, time. I'm paranoid.
I remember those things. Ah!
Random switch on the wall toggling up and down.
Whoops. Now you're back here.
Oh, okay, so send me backwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was wondering when that would come into play. Try pushing down and jump. Well, no.
I was testing the wall real
Yeah,
quick.
try pushing down and jump.
Oh, okay, yeah. Jump through it. I did much better this time around. Not quite
Not
good
that
enough.
way. Not that way. Down.
I don't want to fall into the acid. Okay.
You have 1 healing point.
Alright, and that's the jump back.
Yeah, you have 1 hit point of healing. Any separateness, the longer you were waiting, the more they were getting a point.
I tried.
Yeah, that was a trap.
Alright. I might not be good enough, guys. Chat, am I cooked?
We don't even know what that means.
I gotta borrow at least 8 or 9 other random Twitch statements.
Uh-huh.
Who wants to be my Pog champ? There we go. I don't even know what that means. I have not.
Now you're just speaking gibberish alien talk.
What? Oh no, I gotta say Skibbity, Ohio for that.
Well, I know where Ohio is. I can point it out on a map. I don't know why you want to skip over there, but you have to get through Canada. That's a lot of skipping.
I forget. Somebody had a thing there that Skibbity is Scooby Doo, but you messed with it a little bit. You get Skibbity.
I doubt it.
No, that's not the origin of it. It just is funny if you just switch a few letters of Scooby Doo, it becomes Skibbity. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, that extra shot is good. And one can only imagine what the later games would have been like, because I don't know. I think I only had the first. Ignore them for now. They're becoming impossible. You gotta wait a while. So deal with some other stuff, and wait till they sync up. You want them to be striking in unison.
Yeah, I get that. Waiting.
Safe, go! And now get out. Yeah.
Alright. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I remember those eyes being such a pain.
Gotcha. There's a hidden room somewhere in this level.
Registered users will receive a complete listing of hidden areas.
Yay! I'm not that big of a fan to care. Just beating the game regularly is enough for me. I'm done with the grape flavored robots and the snot monsters.
Oh yeah. You might go back and grab those. Time to go back and grab those. Go back. Yes, we're going.
Yeah, working on it.
Okay, new enemy.
Yeah, I have a lot of hit points.
Shoot. Yeah, those things are tearing you up.
Okay, I don't have enough emeralds. No, one! One! Bull!
Well, we used to say fried. We used to have a ton of words other than just cooked. They reduced it down, but yeah, cooked is not a new one. Now, when we was young, things were totally radical, man. Honestly, it's impressive that the slang term cool has survived the test of time as well as it has.
To
the
reactor.
reactor!
I wonder where the reactor is. No!
It took away your rapid fire, huh?
Placed it with a rock!
I noticed that they don't sell rocks. Gonna have to get used to the rock physics. I think this is the end of the game here, is this reactor.
I think you're right. I can't aim the rocks like I can aim my other ammo.
Yeah, the rocks were a pain. I had to use them in a bunch of stages.
It's funny, if it's far enough away, the rocks don't do damage either.
They misbehave.
I'm just gonna leave. I don't even need that hit point. No, 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 no,
You
no, no.
might need that hit point.
Let's see. Is it just
I
raining
think
infinite
they're-
robots?
Yes, I think they were infinite.
Yeah, very much
I
infinite.
think they were infinite.
Okay, you do
Oh,
spot here.
thank goodness it's nice to you.
Wait, I had to test. I had to
It's
test.
being kind. Thick dope. Yeah, those fell into disuse. Tight fell into disuse. There's one guy on YouTube who's trying to make a comeback of tight. But it's not gonna work, Ryan George. You'll never restore that one. It can't be done. Okay, get ready for more.
Such a pain in the butt. I'm not the skilled gamer I used to be.
Not the skilled rock user, because you outsourced all the rock stages to someone else. Now it comes back to haunt
I
you.
just don't know this TM skill. I'm trying to crouch on the ledge. It would let me, and it wouldn't let me.
Crouching, that sounds like something a wimp would do.
Exactly.
Get in there and throw rocks at him like a man.
Ah!
Come on, just stop. They just go down. Hey, you could buy an extra laser.
Not helpful here, I'm afraid. Okay, I have to knock some rocks out.
He's starting to believe.
Ah! Believe in death. This is stupidly hard. What is
Remember
this?
being really hard too.
Yeah, I don't remember this part of the game at all. I don't think I got this far. Because I think I'd remember being
You
stuck.
remembered the infinite eyeballs.
I just don't remember being stuck in a rock room forever. Maybe I was just that much better of a player at that time. At that time. I doubt it.
Shareware was the best.
What?
We need more shareware. Get away from it! Don't fight them, run from them! Like a man!
Get me in there.
Healing. Deal with that eyeball first.
Alright. This might be possible. This might work. Just work. Baby. They called me a madman.
Yes. Leet speak. Now that is gone. Leet speak is very dead. It is a dead language, and nobody misses it.
Yeah.
Although it did manage to build a good webcomic. That joke.
Still holds, yeah.
That joke still holds. Okay, don't break every rock. I don't know if you want to go down or up.
That might be instant death, so.
Well, there's 2 hit points if you need them.
I needed them.
Throw a rock. Throw a rock. Quite the meat grinder there. Nothing but flames and falling scrap, and oh no, you stepped into the death room.
I thought I killed
And
enough
there's
of
a
them.
sign that said reactor. You were almost there.
Here. Take over.
Oh no.
I'm swapping.
What are you doing?
I'm burnt.
No.
You got me. I did my best.
I mean, of course, I could do this no problem, but I wouldn't want to take the, fun away from you.
Most of anybody remembers all your bases. It's 11. Yeah, the guy who made the song passed away like 3 years ago.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was looking at that a little bit ago.
Oh, man. Oh, your bass. What other works did he do?
I'm not sure. The person who invented the BBS just passed away as well 3 months ago.
Oh, man. The legends are passing.
Yep. Oh, stuff's old. The stuff's old.
The Fat Man is still alive.
Yep.
The Fat Man still lives, I think.
The Fat Man still sings.
So, if we can... If only... I'm pretty sure he's retired, though. But, man, I would love to get him to make a track.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be legendary.
10 Lassos. I watched you for years now, and I still have no idea who this Schnyder is. Good question.
Well,
I
you've
don't
been
know
looking
who
at...
Schnyder is
You've
either.
been looking at him. He was playing until just a second ago.
Schnyder just kind of comes and goes as he pleases.
The Schneider
Force
is
of
never
nature.
late, nor is he early.
Yeah, just a force of nature. Yeah, burning all the emeralds last step level.
Whoa.
I should not have done that.
Yeah, you might have used more than you should have.
Big pots of gold up there, but
And what else?
it went.
A hit point!
And the Tetris box.
And perhaps an alternate way to get through this segment.
And for the Tetris Schneider again. I just burned down. I was done. I'm like, I could sit there and forever
Is it
do it.
really possible that Chen has never seen any of the things you've been in?
The problem with when I play is I tend to repeat the mistakes I make over and over again. So I can sit there for an hour just stuck in the same loop. And I don't think you guys want to see me just dying over and over again. So it's good to just vary up the gameplay a little bit and have Hadriex take a crack at it. Because we just have very different play styles.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go in now. It really just needs those invincibility frames. That's the reactor!
Yep.
That's
He got
it!
first try. He got all the way to the reactor.
But they just kept spawning! Well, it helps that I watched all your mistakes and learned from them.
Batman was a single dude. It was a group of dudes that could play music and produce games.
Well, he had a group of people under him, but I think there is a fat man that leads them. I don't know whether or not he's actually fat, but I think there's an actual person using that moniker. I think.
The first time I encountered him was in Master of Magic. But he got around. I think if I look him up, I bet you there's a name. I bet you there's a person behind that. Shit, I just got wrecked. We were doing good, and then the lack of invincibility frames got me. And we're back in it!
Yeah. Apparently, when you become a parent, you don't get a manual. It's all a scam.
Really?
It's all a lie. Yeah.
Huh.
You kind of have to wing it as you go.
Manual not included?
Manual not included.
But they always put manuals in all the good old games.
I heard the manual came with the stork. Now the new kids here comes from Amazon, but it's all just wrong. There's no manual. It's just real Santa Claus.
Alright, here we go.
Reactor.
Yeah, you want to spawn infinitely? Well, I'm going to camp right here. I'm going to camp your spawning point.
Yeah, good spot to hit.
Look at this. I got through full health. Oh,
You're making sport of it.
this was a no-hit run. There's no evidence to the contrary.
Xargon's gotten good at basketball.
You know, I wish I could buy a fireball right about now.
Oh, there it goes. It just exploded.
Fire it with a fireball.
Too late.
I wanted to finish it
It is
off
the
with
fireball.
a fireball.
Oh, here comes a rock. Watch out! Dies this exploding.
You have single-handedly destroyed Xargon's reactor. Your strength and intelligence have brought you through the nightmarish battle as the victor.
Back when you didn't have endings.
No, this is the ending secret right here. Look at how perfectly I'm doing this.
Get to be the fly.
Yeah, I'm doing this perfectly right now. Mm-hmm.
So what does this have to do with the game? I guess Dev just wanted to show off.
You have come upon the mighty Xargon. Xargon speaks.
Hello.
Do you want something from me? Oh,
Good answer.
input?
I think you're gonna have to fight him.
First him, you are mealy-mouthed, yellow-bellied excuse for a man. Just because you destroyed one reactor, you think you won? Such arrogant stupidity usually gets people killed very quickly. Is that a snail underneath that skull over there?
Good question.
Just because you won this battle does not mean anything! My strength and power reach further than your tiny mind can imagine. If you have even an ounce of courage, perhaps we'll meet again. My plans for destruction have just begun. Only the first episode of Xargon is available as shareware. To order the entire Xargon trilogy, call Epic Mega Games toll-free at... Do you think the number still works?
You could try. Chinla says that he only needs my name to mentions. Whispers.
I
was
never
a
had that.
phantom.
Yeah, I never had any of the beyond the shareware one. But
All this years of Schnyder lawyer in the chat. It has been building up to this moment, Chinla. Have I lived up to the expectations? I've been like that, the post scenes in a Marvel movie here, the Thanos, that you just, every movie just goes, hey, how you doing? And then it ends. But now it's like, the Xargon stream came in and it's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
I do like this theme.
Yep.
The music is actually pretty good.
I mean,
Like-
for a game of its time, it's a fine game.
Yeah.
Like, there's not too much bad I can say about it. It just needs a little bit of refinement. Those ant things. I remember those ant things. Holy crap! I do remember those. That must be from the second one.
I never had the sequels.
I do remember those red spiders.
Yeah. Through here. So yeah, we'll have to. We got to check out the Steam remake at some point to see. Oh, why'd you jump into it, you big dummy? Oh my gosh, he's terrible at playing his own game. No, it's psychological warfare. It's like those ads for mobile games. They play it badly on purpose, and it makes you frustrated. And you're like, I can do better than that.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yeah, the
He
one.
knows what he's doing.
Yeah, the one kind of mid game I really really loved as a kid, and I still like going back to is for the Super Nintendo. It's called Lagoon. Really, really, really good music.
We did play that one together, actually. We streamed that one at some point. I'm sure of it.
I don't think so.
I think we did. I bet if I dig around in my old videos, we'll find Lagoon.
Check. I don't remember doing it with you.
Okay, we can check.
It's possible, but I just don't remember. That one's a game I'd like to return to. Like, you have to get used to how the game plays. And eventually, like once you get into the rhythm of it, it's fun in its own way. A
lot of people hated it because it gave you a tiny sword.
Yes, that's really the main thing you have to get around.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to fight the bosses. Like there's a high learning curve.
The ice boss is the one I remember being the
Oh
hardest.
man, that thing is terrible.
Yeah.
Every like even me, yeah, as many times as I beat that game, that eyeball boss, you never forget it.
And you stand in slightly the wrong spot and take a crap ton of damage.
Yeah, no, you get one item that resurrects you at full health. You don't want to waste it on the eyeball boss. You want to save it for the last boss. It's got 4 forms, ridiculously hard. You got to learn where to stand to attack the thing.
Yeah.
I love that
I
game.
really like the silver cape when you get that armor.
The clothes look nice. The jumping animation. I love the art. The
Yeah.
background, the parallaxing. There's so much I love about it. It's just like, if I'm honest, it's a 5 out of 10. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And the company that made it seems to have forgotten it ever
No,
existed.
they deny it exists. They just scrubbed it. They're like, we don't know. Like,
Oh, so there you go.
the crazy thing about it is that that they had cut music from it, and so you can go online and just get these extra songs, and they're really cool. I'm like, you should have let them in. Like, all the songs around it are cool.
Clearly, yet another reason we need to become eccentric billionaires. Then we can buy the rights and remake the game.
Chenla's saying we need to play Ghost and Goblins.
Oh,
No,
jeez,
no,
that
no.
one's hard.
Like Hadriex, but I could see him getting through me like this. I would drag the stream to a stop if I played it, because I would be terrible.
It's the kind of I
Hadriex beat Ninja Gaiden.
well,
He
yes, I
beat
beat
Distorted
Ninja Gaiden.
Travesty.
Well, yes, I've beaten all 3 of those.
Like, he has the patience to get through it.
But Ghosts and Goblins starts you at the beginning of the game over and over, and you kind of have to learn the game and memorize sequences.
you have to know where all the secrets are.
Yeah.
Like, is it-
I'd have to have a reason to play through it. Let me put it
It's
that
one of those
way.
ones where you'd have to like read the guide in advance a little bit to know where. Like, there's like a tombstone you have to shoot 15 times.
You have to
get a power up.
You have to go through the game like twice, and if you do it wrong, it gives you a bad ending.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's one of those where you like the replay's much better once you know where everything is, because it's like you're not going to beat it without all the nonsense you need. It'd be better just to do Contra.
Ha.
15 lives.
Contra.
you only
Well,
have to beat
that's
that
only
once.
that's the Konami code. You actually
yeah.
only get 3 lives.
Oh, I know. I just
And the
it's Konami code.
AVGN beat it while he was still a schoolboy without the Konami code. The lunatic. Yeah, I didn't have Contra growing up. I actually don't know how hard it is. I actually don't know.
There's a Schnyder co-op reason. Yeah, I don't know. I could co-op Ghost and Goblins. That's just too much pain. concentrated pain.
Saint Sword. I don't know that one.
Be bald within like 3 episodes of it. You're basically asking us to play Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy levels torture.
Alright,
Five Nights at Freddy's 2 torture.
that was Xargon.
Yeah, the first episode. Which means we have to do 2 and 3 now. I don't know.
I would love to try the remake, though. If we get the opportunity to do one more stream sometime in the next few weeks, I want to do that.
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind giving it. We'll see how his sensibilities have changed with the years.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll have a little bit more modern sensibility. Widescreen.
Widescreen would help.
A few things of that nature.
Controller would be nice.
A little bit more clear direction so you don't end up looping, going in circles. It's like just things of that nature. Anyway, it was fun hanging out, guys.
Yep. Thanks for dropping by, Chen. And Shining Force. I have not played any of the Shining Forces yet, though I would like to. Anyway, till next time, every time. This is Hadriex.
And Schnyder.
Signing off.
Bye.